Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP and I'm going to talk about cashless society a little bit because I'm seeing everything starting to speed up right now. So billionaire Mark Cuban wants all crypto to be regulated by the CFTC after criticizing the SEC for pushing cryptocurrency industry out of the country. I always said that the CFTC would look out for retail investors going forward when it comes to crypto regulations. But regulations are definitely coming. And I think if you want to see what regulations are going to look like in the United States, just take a look at MiCA, because I think our regulations are going to be very similar. Shocking stat of the day, $2.1 trillion of excess savings have been wiped out of the United States economy since August 2021. From March 2020 until August 2021, $2.1 trillion in excess savings were built up after the $4 trillion of stimulus. Since then, U.S. households have depleted these savings at a pace of $70 billion per month, down to a $72 billion in March of 2024. At the same time, U.S. credit card debt has risen by $330 billion to a record $1.1 trillion. Meanwhile, savings rates in the U.S. declined from 3.5% in February to 3.2% in March, the lowest since November 2022. Savings are now considered a luxury. Like I kept telling you in a lot of the videos I was doing, they're trying to wipe out your savings. I've seen people cashing out their 401ks. And some people, they're putting their money in gold. And other people are getting invested in crypto as well. But people, the normies out there, a lot of them are just going through their savings because of inflation. And that is also happening by design. All branches of major Australian bank are set to become fully cashless in a push towards completely digital payments. And this is supposed to happen on May 20th at Macquarie Bank. And this is going to happen at all of their branches as well. I know a lot of you watch my channel from Australia. So is it just this bank or is it other banks as well pushing in this same direction? I honestly thought we were years away from this. Yes Bank, Ripple, Bricks Plus, UPI, connected, no SWIFT, no dollar. With UPI, you can link your phone to make cashless payments and transfer money. QR code IDs only. And this is going to start to transition everywhere over time. And I've been saying that for a while, but I thought it was going to take a couple more years at least. But they are fast tracking this now. More than 1/3 of U.S. workers fear losing their jobs or facing hour or pay cuts due to AI. You know, I kept saying, talking about AI as well. And when you talk to the normies outside of crypto about AI, some of them are starting to wake up to this. They're starting to realize that AI can actually take their jobs. And think about it. Look what happened in California with the $20 minimum wage. A lot of the fast food places are now going automated instead of paying the $20 an hour. We are going to see the rise of AI over the next year or so at the same time. As we're headed into alt season for crypto, AI is still going to continue to evolve. And that's why this is going on also. And when I first talked about this, people said, none of this is happening in the United States. This is happening in Europe, in the UK. What does it matter to people in the US? Well, 11 states with guaranteed basic income programs that give residents hundreds of dollars a month, no strings attached. They are pushing towards universal basic income. You're going to see the rise of AI happen. Then all of a sudden, because of AI, they're going to have to roll out digital money. And because of digital money, then they're going to push universal basic income and digital ID at the same time. Everything is falling in line exactly how we thought it was going to happen. No cash means no more garage sales, no more street musicians, no more street artists, no more street performers, no more small jobs can be done without being taxed. Lesser control of what we spend. Only reason they want a cashless society is to make sure all money is taxed. I said this multiple times. Once cash is gone, you will realize how cash can actually fix a lot of your problems, especially when the government is trying to control the things you buy. But, you know, cash plays a very important role for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people, they don't like to pay taxes. They would rather go work under the table somewhere. And even, you know, waiters and waitresses, they like to get their tips in cash. It's less taxes they got to pay as well. But that's the reason they're going to push for digital money. And it's the same reason that we're starting to see new forms at the IRS. There's a new IRS form you should be aware of if you transact with digital assets like crypto. But this is going to go beyond just the exchanges. Transaction amounts, transaction dates, account number, fair market value of digital assets at the time of transaction, identification of the digital asset broker, transaction types such as exchange, sell, or purchase. Now, I think because they're pushing us towards a time where we're going to be able to transact directly using crypto. You're going to have your digital wallet with your crypto on it. You're going to go and buy, say, a cup of coffee, and you're going to pay with crypto directly to the merchant. And I think the IRS knows that time is coming, and they're preparing for it now. In the US, rumor has it, our goons are waiting for a big event to launch the CBDC. Now, if you look at the US, you see development, retail, wholesale, intermediate, Project Cedar, and it's in the pilot phase. Actually, it's in the development phase, sorry. But I remember when we were all the way down in the inactive stage, and that was not so long ago. That's like when I first started this YouTube channel. And look at how far we have come in a lot of these countries. We have CBDCs launched in Nigeria. We have a CBDC launched in Jamaica. The Bahamas launched. And we're going to see other countries go live this year. And anybody that doesn't think they're going to try to push one out ahead of this election, you're wrong. I think they're already working on doing that here in the United States. But this map changed drastically since I started making videos back in 2022. The least sustainable, most originous problem we have is the one no one is talking about. Resolving the climate crisis via carbon reduction is a guise to impose a digital ID, CBDC. And when you look at the debt clock, how is this sustainable? How long are we going to just keep racking more and more debt? The reason they're racking so much debt is because they know this system's going. We are going to a new financial system. We are going to a digital system. And our government knows that's the plan. Otherwise, we would be talking about the national debt more often. They don't even talk about it really anymore on the mainstream media news. Now, it's just the crisis of the day to keep everybody distracted. Ripple now holds nearly 40 money transmitter licenses across the United States, a major payment institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and a virtual asset service provider registration with the Central Bank of Ireland. Now, those 40 money transmitter license, here's what I think is going to happen. Once CBDC goes live, we are going to have a parallel system. We're going to still have cash for a couple of years, but you're always going to have the incentives to use CBDC instead of cash. Maybe they even put a time limit on cash. But let's go back to what I said about the IRS and you buying a cup of coffee directly using crypto. I think there could also be a parallel system that uses crypto. I mentioned this the other day over on X, that I'm going to use my own post. I still think even once CBDC rolls out, we will have a parallel payment system and even cash for a period of time until we go cashless. The parallel system may be crypto based with ISO 222 cryptocurrencies like XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, QNT, Algo, IOTA for long term, since I don't believe the elites of the world will want to use the CBDC system either, because they're not going to want their transactions tracked. This is why I always believe utility tokens may actually set you free one day, and not just financially. I think those Ripple payment license can be that parallel system that people transact directly using crypto in the future. I think that could actually possibly play out. What's your thoughts on that? Put it in the comment section down below, because I'm just thinking out loud. And the more I look at things, I keep thinking to myself, okay, so you have all these rich people all around the country. They're not going to have a CBDC. They're not going to have universal basic income. And if their transactions are being tracked, they're going to rise up. They're going to say, hey, listen, we don't want this. We want an alternative. That alternative can actually be the crypto that we're invested in. But that's just my thoughts, and I am very curious to know yours. Definitely put it in the comment section down below. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.